What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I want to talk to African American male, the African American man, the one who calls himself a man. Right? I want to talk to you, and I want to ask, how long are you going to continue to disrespect your woman? You know, I actually come down on a lot of people, right? I come down on myself. I'm just a dude on the internet. I'm not special. I'm like you. You know, I struggle like you. You know, I bleed like you. I'm like you, right? But I also know how to tell the truth. I know how to lie too. I lie too. See? I'm telling the truth, right? But black men, we understand that we are the target, all right, of a lot of other men because of our inherent advantages, because of the way other people feel about us, because of our past accomplishments, because of our current accomplishments. There's nothing that we can do about the jealousies of other men. But what we have to do is realize that despite the traumas and the troubles that we go through because of the mechanisms and institutions that place the pressure of hate, disenfranchisement, discrimination, you know, upon us, death upon us, that we as men, as males, as far as law is concerned, we are supposed to be the ones to take power, and we're supposed to be the ones to make a safe environment for our family, for our community, for our woman. That's our job, no matter what is going on the outside, right? And we have allowed the world to over-sexualize and abuse, manipulate, and rape our women. We have allowed it. You see, if you're a black man, if you feel like you are masculine, you are king, you are chief, you are in charge, you are a boss, and if you feel you are really that dude, that guy, that in all, you know, with nature's law, you are the superior being, the superior unit in real life when they put them guns down, then you must you must take responsibility for having that amount of actual power. You have to take responsibility that comes with that. Meaning, if you have all this power and you're that dude, and you're supposed to be protecting your woman, not only physically protecting her, but mentally protecting her. If you are the leader, you're supposed to be the one to teach her, not complaining that she don't know. If you are the teacher, then teach. But instead of sitting there and teaching, you're complaining like you're a student along with her. If you are the leader, you're supposed to lead. If your black woman is running astray and she's thinking and doing and moving wrong, you're the one who's supposed to find a way to make her move correctly. If your black woman is hurt and she's in pain and she's lashing out, you're supposed to be, you know, the man. You're supposed to be the head of house. That's what you're supposed to be, you know, gearing your life towards, being the head of house, being a provider. And then you're supposed to provide her with the security and the comfort that she needs to make it through those tough moments. You know that despite the difficulties that we go through as black men, that our black women go through something a little bit more difficult than us. Even though we get demasculated all the time, and we get our manlyhood questioned, and we get our manlyhood attacked, because that's the nature of males in nature. Even in other species, attack each other's genitals in the mating game. So we're not that different from animals. As people who deem us superior, attack what they believe is superior to them, which is our genitals. It's a source of power, right? But as big and bad as we supposedly are, we've allowed lesser and weaker individuals to dominate our women, to control the rules that our women have to abide by. They have to run to those people when we act up. There's no black man holding other black men accountable for how they treat women. We allowed their institutions, though by force and though it has been hundreds of years, but we no longer have that excuse. We no longer have their excuse to why we can't be the stable backbone of the family. Yes, life is hard. Life has always been hard. Name somebody whose life's not hard for. Even millionaires and billionaires killing themselves because money doesn't make you happy. Yeah, it helps. But once you get used to having everything, then what you got? Look at Elon Musk. He got everything except for his securities because he's insecure. Donald Trump, big, rich, spoon-fed, never had to work for anything, failed all the way to the top, still jealous of Barack Obama, who was the president a decade ago, and willing to destroy the entire world to do it. We have so many people against us. We have the white man who deems us the enemy, somebody who you shoot on sight, and the white man who deems us the enemy, a black woman who, if he can't fuck her on sight, if he can't dominate her on sight, he's going to beat her on sight because he can put his hands on her. We have POCs who throw our black women under the bus but always call for their help when they need some help. Everybody recognizes the strength of our black women. Everybody recognizes the beauty of our black women. That's why they're jealous of our black women. That's why our black women get attacked. So if our black women are getting attacked because of all these other things, why is it that we're adding to their stress by attacking them as well? That's why I don't get these passport bros and these red pillars. Like, how can you be a black man and you make your money disrespecting black women? How can you do that? I know some of them have daughters. Imagine somebody talking about your daughter every day. Imagine somebody talking about your mother every day because, you know, the black man, you talk about our mother and our daughter, they're supposed to be fighting words. So let me ask you this. If those fighting words, why is it so offensive? Why is it so offensive for somebody to say something about your mother? For what? Why? How is it? Because you surely don't have enough, you don't have the problem doing that about somebody else's mother or somebody else's daughter. You get real offended, you wanna pull out the Draco, you wanna pull out the Blicky, you wanna do something when somebody talk about your daughter. Or when somebody approach your daughter in an aggressive way, and you got all rights to do it, but you got no problem doing the same thing with your black woman out here in the street, somebody else's daughter. It's cool when you do it. It's messed up when they do it. As black people, we're supposed to be treating our women like queens. We're supposed to be projecting to the world that, hey, this black man, we treat our woman like queens. Yeah, we got problems, but it's our problems. Don't worry about our problems. We shouldn't have white men and Spanish men and men from a fucking Afghanistan trying to tell the black man how to treat our woman or trying to rescue our woman from us. Now, I would have to say that when it comes to the stock of men on this planet, we do pretty good when it comes to not beating the shit out of our women, mostly. But we do have issues with some cowardly males who are not complete men who like to put their hands on black women. Black women they go through enough. They don't need a black man putting their hands on her. They got enough. What they need is a black man protecting her. We need to, when I see black women out here on these streets, I don't know, if I'm in the area and some shit go down, guess what? I'm gonna run over there and do something about it. I'm not gonna just put my camera out and record and say, oh damn, that's fucked up. If I'm outside and I see little girls playing on the field, I'm gonna respectfully stay my distance, but I'm gonna make sure don't no creep walk up on them and try to snatch them and put them in the white van or some ice cream truck. I'm gonna do my job as a member of my community, even if I don't know the people. I know them kids belong to me at that moment. It's my responsibility as a man to protect them. That's what men do, right? All of y'all want to be kings, but y'all don't want to do king work. And then you wonder why your queens don't view you as a king. What example are you setting for your daughters when it comes to how to find a man, a decent man? What kind of boys are we producing for our daughters? Think about that. What kind of examples are we setting for the younger men who are looking at us as examples of how to be a husband, how to be a boyfriend, how to be a father, how to be an uncle, how to be a son? We're supposed to set the example. If we don't set the example, how they gonna know what to do? They're already overstimulated by the internet, so we have to be the counterbalance. That means whatever we do got to have more meaning to it. It got to be more intentional. If you're the head of the household, be the head. Be a dignified black man. Not a gangster, not a thug, not a playboy. Just because you cute don't mean you should be putting your eggplant in every woman. Respect the woman. I understand two consenting adults can do what they want to do, but be measured. Just because you can don't mean you should. Stop producing babies. Stop making baby mamas and then complaining about women having 3, 4 kids when you out here producing them yourself. You the one who make them. Some of y'all are real charismatic. Y'all take advantage of our women. And of course, women are softer. They're different. They're emotional creatures. And they're weaker than us. So of course, if the government giving them a goddamn advantage, they're going to take it. Just like every other woman. And I understand that they did that. We understand that our women sometimes have been manipulated to, do things against us. But those are women. And we supposed to be in charge, right? We supposed to be the ones to compartmentalize. We the ones who's supposed to be look outside of our emotions and understand what decisions to be made. We the ones who's supposed to put our emotions to the side and make decisions. And that's as a black man, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you can be mad that your woman may betrayed you a couple times. You can be mad overall that they have fallen for the trap. But if you think you're strong and you think they may be a little bit weaker than you, then that's the point where you step in and you do the part that she can't do. It's the yin and yang. Because there's most definitely times where you are your weakest and you need a woman to make you, feel safe. And let's not pretend that's not the truth. Because most of everything a man does is to be in the comfort of a woman. Men die just to simply be in the comfort of a woman. A man does not feel any more protected than in between the bosom or in between the thighs of a black woman. That's when a man can relax. Or when he's playing with his puppy, his cat. Ain't nobody paying attention. He's paying to his little pets and shit. That's when a black man relaxes all the way and stop being tough. Because society says you got to be a certain way to be deemed as masculine or a man. We got to relearn what it is to be a man, what it is to be masculine. You can have your fun, but be measured about it. We have a whole musical industry where we disrespect our black women. We have a whole music industry where black women feel like they got to disrespect themselves to get ahead. When we all have the talent to pretty much not allow that to happen and still win, seeing how we control the message. We control the trends. If it be trendy to respect our black women, guess what? Our black women going to do it. You're supposed to lead the way. Leader, preacher, protector, boss, king, chief, pastor. If we the leaders, bleed. If you think they should follow you, well, be somebody worthy of being followed. That's all I'm saying. We just got to live up to our ancestors. Live up to the ones who were strong enough to make it so we can be here. Make them proud. Make our black people proud. Make us proud. Be examples for other black people. Be examples for everybody. As the strongest. If the strongest can set the example, then everybody else will follow. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
If I'm not mistaken, you're an American.
Well, let me correct something first of all. I'm an African who was born in America. That does not make me an American. I'm an African. Look at me. I'm an African. Okay. When people ask me if I'm an American, I tell them the same thing. I am an African who was born in America.
Watch the sun, Henry, real quick. Watch the sun. Watch the sun. Bonjour.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair?
Love me.
Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Love me.
Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose?
Love me.
And the shape of your lips?
Love me.
Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
You twerk for me. So darling,
nasty.
I don't know.
That's okay. It's a gobble and it's nasty.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.